So hey guys, let's work on our interactive notebook. We're going to add a page on exponents. That's right. So if you will turn to your table of contents, it for me is page 20. You might be on a different page. And I put exponents and then I coded it NS for number sense standard 2.4. And then when you get to page 20, you are going to be right after the yellow page that had more questions on operations with rational numbers and get ready to go. So I have already pre-colored my exponents page and it's all ready for the notes. So let's see if I can keep this video under 10 minutes. All right, challenge accepted. If you have not maximized your video, I would encourage you to do so that you can see all the notes and places really well. Let's begin. Exponents. You can put your name on there. Please don't put Smith at the top of your paper. That's me, not you. When you first learned multiplication, you probably represented multiplication by using repeated addition. For example, 2 times 3 would have been, two groups of 3, but maybe you would have said 2 3 times and added the numbers. 2 plus 2 plus 2 was 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. Basic exponent operations are similar. We are representing it by repeated, not addition, but multiplication. Now you'll have to excuse the noise. This is advisory time and somebody came in and left my door open and it's loud out there. All right, so this is how it's done. This 4 is considered the base number. Yes, this right here is the base number. And that base number gets written this number of times. So 4 was written down 3 times. This 3 is called the power. Power or exponent. Okay? And then we do repeated multiplication. So we write the 4 down 3 times and multiply it all out to get 64. Let's look at this. 1 to the 5th power, we would put the 1 down 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and multiply it all out. What is 1 times 1? Times 1 times 1 times 1. That's correct. It's 1. How about 3 to the 2nd power? We often say 3 squared. That means I'm going to take the base number of 3 and write it down 2 times. You know that the little dot is the same as putting a multiplication. And 3 times 3 is 9. So, to recap, the power is the exponent, and the number is your base that you're going to multiply repeatedly. So, this means b is multiplied by itself in number of times. Be sure you write that in. When we say an exponent out loud, we call a number with a power of 2. Do you remember what I said? Squared. How about a power of 3? It is cubed. Because when we square something, we multiply base times height. But when we cube something, we have a base, a height, and a width. So we're multiplying the 3 value. So squared is the power of 2, and cubed is the power of 3. So I think that we should try it. Let's look at this part of our video. So any number to the 0 power is 1. For example, 7 to the 0 power is 1. How about 46 to the 0 power is also 1. Any number to the first power is itself. 7 to the first power is 7. How about 46 to the first power? It's 46. And finally, an interesting fact here is that powers of 10 will only contain 1 and zeros in the answer. So let's look at 10 to the 5th power. I'm going to take the base number of 10 and write it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times I wrote the number 10. So when I multiply all of this out, I'm going to have a 1, and I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. See? The answers contain all ones and zeros. So what do you think 10 to the 13th power would look like? A 1 and 13 zeros. Go for it. Wow, that is a really big number. If you know what that number says, come up and whisper it in my ear, and maybe I'll get you a badge. How about 12 to the 1st power? Do you remember what I said about that? Look at your note in the middle here. That's right, it's 12. 2 to the 5th power? Why don't you try these on your own and tell me what you get. The last thing I want to talk about is something that is so cool and interesting. We only share this with 7th graders. We don't really talk about this with 6th graders. And that is, dun dun dun, you have to beware because the base is what is directly in front of the power, yeah? In order for a negative symbol, because now we know negative numbers, to be included in the base, it has to be specially grouped with parentheses. If I don't group it, the negative symbol is not part of the base. So when I look at this example, I have negative 2 to the 4th power. Well, guess what, guys? That is a negative answer that is 2 to the 4th power. See, we separate that negative out. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16, and the negative stays with it. However, if I use parentheses to put that negative symbol as part of the base, and then I say to the 4th power, suddenly it's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Because remember, the base is written 4 times. Awesome. That's a trick that you don't want to fall for. So I hope you guys did a good job. Be sure to finish this page and check it with a neighbor. And if you know what this 10 to the 13th power is called, come and let me know. Have a nice day.